Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm joined by Goblin Rise and we're going to be reading your confessions on Reddit. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, the first one just says need advice.
Okay.
I'm 20 female. It's been like more than 6 months since I've known a guy. It was like love at first sight with that guy. But at the time he had a girlfriend. We hung out in the group, so I've always got to spend time with him as well. I've always admired him from afar without confessing my feelings for him to anyone and without dropping any hints. And it's been like 3 months when the girlfriend of his cheated on him. And he is single right now. I know I shouldn't be happy about this sad breakout phase, but I just thought it's my chance to say now. But the main problem is we've got closer in these months since I've met him, and he treated me like one of his bros. And my concern is that should I confess to him or not? He and I got a common male friend who's also his best friend. So should I confess that I like that guy by confessing it to his best friend first, that he would relay that to his friend who I like? Or should I just leave this confessing because I'm afraid I'll ruin my friendship with that guy as well because of this confession?
I don't think it will ruin the friendship. But
What would you do? You fancy someone who's in a relationship with someone else and they're now single, but obviously they're going through the breakup phase. What would you do?
go for it.
Yeah?
What have you got to lose?
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, very much so.
Me!
I don't, but then again, I mean, we were kind of friends, but we weren't really kind of friends, were we?
We weren't like established friends.
No.
We were like friendly. We were acquaintances. We knew each other and we'd spoken. We weren't like hanging out all the time.
But then of course, yeah. I mean, with us, it was more like flirtatious and more.
Yeah.
I think natural than not knowing whether or not we liked each other, kind of thing. So
I think the only thing is, and this is no disrespect to us, but if we had tried it and broken up, then it wouldn't have really mattered because we weren't like friends. We wouldn't have ruined our friendship because we weren't really like solid friends in the first place. So this person is friends with them, and it could, if they break up, it could ruin a friendship.
I wouldn't worry about that because I mean friendships come and go all the time anyway.
Yeah.
From my experience, I mean, how many friends do you have that you knew from school, from childhood? You know.
Yeah, that's true.
I have one, kind of, and most people, most friends, they come and go anyway. Your friendship groups will change as you change jobs or as you change your social life or whatever the case might be. So I wouldn't worry about that necessarily. About potentially, how are you going to ruin a friendship by simply saying, you know?
No, but like if you break up. If you get together and you break up, like your friendship might be gone.
That is the way it goes. That's the way things go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that's an issue, to be honest.
So we are saying go for it.
Yeah, if you really like this person, well, you know, take a shot. Why not?
Yeah.
You only live once.
Right. So on to the next one. My mum is cheating on my dad. Is that your reaction? It's been 2 months since I found out. I was once in her room and her phone was open, so I looked and it was WhatsApp chat in archives. It was named after her friend, but the profile picture was of a man. I saw those cringy texts and was disgusted and could not read more. She even texts him when she is sitting beside, trying to hide, but I know it already. Whenever I take her phone to check my school's messages, she gets very defensive and doesn't even let me touch her phone. I tried to tell my sister about this, but I couldn't. I can't tell my father as I fight almost every day, but nowadays they don't even talk to each other, not even in public. My father sleeps in the hall and I sleep with my mother, and it is so difficult as I know while I'm sleeping she is texting that man. She is now acting like a teenager, which I hate. She talks to me rudely, even gives me swear words for no reason. Half of the time she's arguing with me when it is not even my mistake. I'm really starting to hate her. What should I do? Should I confess, and to whom? My sister or my mother? To your father, is what I would say. If they're already not talking, and they're already in a bit of a tricky place, and, you know, this person, it doesn't say male or female, but this person's dad should know.
I don't know. I personally don't think it's their place to say anything or do anything. It's not their business.
Really?
Their mum and dad's relationship is their mum and dad's relationship. It's not theirs.
But yeah,
They can't be meddling in it, because if they do, they put themselves in the firing line from both parties.
No, that's true. Actually.
So I don't think I would get involved.
No.
What I would try and do is if the situation is that bad, try and get out of there as quickly as possible.
Would you tell?
We don't know how old this person is.
No, we don't.
We don't know what their situation is. What their life situation is outside of their family life. So, but that's what I would try and do. As soon as I could get out, I'd get out, because that kind of stuff is just toxic.
Yeah. This person has said, the original poster has said that they can't even tell their father, like it's not an option for them to tell their dad. It doesn't say why. There's like a comment further down. But, I mean...
No, it's not worth getting involved. In my humble opinion. I mean... Well, if you run through what would happen if this person confessed to anyone, it just makes things worse.
Mm.
Every scenario that you can think of will just make things worse.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I really don't think I'd say anything to anyone. Family issues with my mum and dad, and honestly, the best thing to do is to not get involved. As soon as you get involved, it makes things worse, and also as well, you're putting yourself in a position where you don't need to. You're kind of giving yourself, you're kind of exposing yourself to punishment for no reason.
Would you even tell your brother though?
I tell him. Yeah.
So this person should tell their sister?
I'd tell my brother, but it would just be to confide in someone, to talk about the issues with someone, to have a little bit more. So, because it's like the same old thing, isn't it? When you talk to someone about something that has experienced the same things that you have, then it's easier to feel better about it, getting it out there a little bit. But I mean, because this sister in this one,
yeah,
because this person might already know what's going on as well, to be honest with you.
Maybe, yeah, we don't know. They're not telling each other.
Kids are quite intuitive. They know when something's wrong.
Mm.
And then when parents are sleeping apart and they're not talking to each other, and they're shouting at each other and they're shouting at kids and stuff, you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
So just, yeah. No, if you want to get it off your chest, talk to someone about it, but don't get involved as far as that, or any further than that, is my advice.
He has spoken from experience.
From my experience, yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll be able to make your own choices in life. Let them make theirs.
Yeah, it's fair. Ready for your next one?
Go for it.
I lied about being colourblind until I moved schools. It all started in 5th grade and we had to colour a shoe. I thought mine looked cool, but all the kids laughed at it. I then started crying and yelling, "I can't help it, I'm colourblind." I'm not. And I had to keep this up until 8th grade. After I moved schools and graduated, I got a message on Instagram from a guy I used to go to school with before I moved, apologising for the incident in 5th grade. Should I tell him? Is there any point now? Like, it's years ago.
I know, that's a tough one, isn't it? Because that's guilty conscience.
It is guilty conscience, but I mean, I think the question is, did you think about it at all between when you got that message in 8th grade? It's like, you feeling guilty because of the length of time, or you just feeling guilty because someone's apologising to you? Although they technically... It is hard because kids are kids, and kids will, if they don't like something, they'll tell you they don't like it. And kids will tell each other, like other kids, or your picture is crap or whatever.
And kids will lie about stuff all the time as well.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. I mean, when it's really funny because when I was in infant school, like first school, we had this mate. Mate kind of, kids in a playground kind of thing. And then I moved house, so I went to a different school afterwards, a junior school. But then when I went to a senior school later on, this same person was at the school, and he'd always make jokes with me about the things that I would say to. I don't know why I'd say them, but like I'd say things. Well, he'd always make jokes about all the aliens I was keeping in my garage and stuff like that. And I was like,
didn't know this about you.
I can't even remember saying any of that stuff. You just kids saying stuff.
Yeah.
It's not for any malicious intent.
Meaningful purpose.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal personally. But having said that, I've always had instances throughout my life where I've been like, I really feel guilty about something, so I should apologise for it to this person, whoever they might be. But it's in the past. It's not.
Yeah. It's not going to change anything.
It won't change your life. It won't change their life. It might make you feel a little bit better about yourself. But instead of thinking about what you can do to fix old relationships or old acquaintances, do something to help someone new instead, and fulfill that guilty conscience that way instead.
Yeah. It would be funny though if they met up, to be like, in the future, and this guy's like, I've bought you some colour correcting glasses. And now he's like, oh my god, I see colours that didn't exist. It would be funny though.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? It would be funny.
Yeah,
but
it's not serious, I wouldn't worry. I just think that, like, it is what it is, and you've said it now, and it's...
I wouldn't worry about it.
Just like, it's nice to hear from you, and just leave it. Or just don't make a reply. It's
just life.
Yeah. So the last one that we're going to go through is, so I pretend to be asleep so I don't hang out with a friend. I'm an introverted person who likes to have his own space. And this friend, when he comes over, he stays the whole day from like 10:30 in the morning, and most of the time I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and he stays until 6 to 7 at night. Like, I just graduated, so I'm still searching for jobs, so I'm always home. But the thing is, since I don't have a job yet, I don't have anything to feed him all day, and that bugs me a lot and makes me feel like a bad person who does care, but the real truth is I am broke. So pretending to be asleep for an hour and a half until he leaves, and that is the sacrifice I am willing to make to have the whole day to myself, applying for jobs, then to open for him, and spend the whole day miserable, constantly thinking about what we're going to eat. So from what I understand, this person comes over to your house at like 10:30. You'll stay in bed till 12, and then so they will leave. So they will hang around for an hour and a half waiting for you to get out of bed. That's what I'm gathering from that. And when you don't, they then go home.
So you're basically avoiding this person, aren't you? You're
Why don't you just say to them, look, I'm really sorry, I really need to look for a job today, can we hang out another time? Or just message them and be like, dude, I need to get on with some stuff today. I'll see you another time. Set some boundaries. I know you're introverted, but text them and say like, I need to look for a job, or I can't hang out today. You don't want to be specific.
Did they say they were students?
Just graduated.
Just graduated. Okay. Well, I mean, I know that there's an element of shame involved to some extent, but if you've just graduated, then surely that's something that you could talk to someone about and just be like, look, you can say it face to face. I'm broke. I need to get a job.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a job to try and feed myself or feed whoever or live a better life, whatever the case might be. Just tell them that.
Yeah.
But
that's it.
I know it's difficult for some people when it comes to talking anything about money. It can be difficult.
But then what I'm thinking is like, just text them one evening after they've gone, like leave it until like 9-10 o'clock and be like, look, I really need to get on with finding a job so that I can get on with life or whatever. I can, like you say, feed people. Just text them and be like, look, I can't hang out as much at the moment. Because then you're not hurting feelings. But why? What does this person do? Like, are they graduated as well and they're just hanging out with you all day? Because if they're there from 10:30 till like 7 at night, they obviously have a job.
It's difficult to understand the context and understand the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
But I mean, most people. How much time do you think we all spend throughout our lives thinking about money?
Oh God, a lot of it.
And money trouble, and trying to figure things out, trying to figure out how we're going to make ends meet. I think everyone goes through stages like that throughout their lives.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I don't think it should be something to be afraid of to talk about, especially if it's someone that you'd consider to be your friend.
Yeah, and it's
not because you're trying to be a charity case or you're trying to ask them for favours. It's not about that, is it? It's about just saying, look, I can't really hang out because I'm doing this. It's quite funny actually. I was watching a podcast recently. I think it's I can't remember what podcast it's called, but the channel is called Damien Talks Money, and these days he's quite a well off young lad, but when he was at college, university, he managed to get himself into huge amounts of debt, and he felt so ashamed that he just stopped talking to people for 2 years.
Oh wow.
Just
That's lonely,
but
isn't it?
in that time, he managed to get himself a really well-paying job. He worked loads of hours to try and pay off his payday loans and everything else like that. Because every single month, it would be a case of any money that he got would just disappear. And if anything, he'd actually go into overdraft straight away at the end of each month. That's how bad it got. But now, in the position he's in right now, he after that experience, he set up the kind of foundations for what he does now.
Yeah.
Which he saved up a load of money, started investing in stocks and shares, and now he's able to spend his time building a YouTube career instead from the income that he gets from those stocks.
Yeah.
So, and that's 5-10 years, something like that. That's how long it took. But yeah, for 2 years he was a total hermit. Just didn't speak to anyone, and apparently he was the life of the party. He did a lot at university when it came to organising things. He was like the organiser of parties, and apparently quite a well-known guy at his college. And he just stopped talking to people for 2 years.
But he got himself sorted. He got himself in a position.
He got himself sorted,
which
but
is the main thing.
I mean, I don't know if he had any. Oh, he also had a kid as well, I think.
Wow.
In between that time, somehow, yeah. So talk about everything happening at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't think I wouldn't. Again, it's like friends are one of those things that friendship comes second in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
When it comes to things like sorting out yourself, sorting out your personal life, your money troubles, whatever the case might be, I think that comes first before friends. So, I mean, yeah, just if you want to tell them, go ahead and tell them. That'll be the easiest thing to do. If they stop hanging out with you, well,
yeah,
that's their loss, really, isn't it?
Mhm.
But more often than not, if they're a true friend, they'll understand and they'll be like, "That's fine. Let me know when you're ready to hang out with me."
Yeah.
There you go.
Or let me help you look for a job.
Yeah.
Which is always a good one. But awesome. I think that's all the confessions we have time for this video. But thank you for your opinions and your thoughts.
As valuable as they may or may not be.
That's it. But yeah, thank you.
It's alright.
Thank you guys for watching. Goblin will be back in another video, which he doesn't know about yet, but it's another video I'm going to be tying him down for. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go check out Goblin Rise because I'm there as well. And
if you don't like and subscribe, I will find you.
You have been warned.
I don't know what I'll do with you when I do find you.
But we will find you.
So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Hopefully that helps.